Hello, my name is Claire, and you've stumbled upon Porch Coffee, so please stick around. Hi friends, my name is Claire, and this is my channel, Woodshed Theory. Here, I make content about what it is like to live as an adult on the autism spectrum, and whatever else feels good to me. So if that sounds good to you, or if you're feeling particularly gracious today, and I hope that you are, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, ring the bell. I almost forgot to mention that I put out videos 3 times a week, or more or less. I feel like there's a spark in my eyes because I am sitting outside on our porch for us to have porch coffee together. So good. I may have made a grave error. I'm definitely up early enough. The weather's perfect to be outside. I'm currently looking at one of our new cats running around. Love it. Love, love, love the cats. We've got voles, just like a mole, but more mousy. And the cats like to hunt them all day, so I'm not mad at the cats. My grave mistake. I noticed that the crows were out this morning, so before I came out here, I threw them some peanuts. So if you hear crows during this entire video, it's my fault. But we call them our crow buddies. They're our friends, so if you don't like crows, then that's how they feel about it. How did your week go? I had a pretty okay week. I'm feeling positive, feeling good. Just been continuing to do projects around the house. We moved in I started moving boxes in June, and we moved in July. But, it takes a long time to, figure out your space and figure out what needs to happen and get everything organized. It does for me, anyway. I don't know about you. So that's slowly happening in our little home. I spent a lot of this week doing some gardening. It's that time of year again. I started planning out what we're planting vegetable-wise. When we moved here, one of the things that, it wasn't a perfect fit for our description of what we were looking for, but it did have so much space to garden. And I'd be lying if I said that wasn't one of the deciding factors. Lots of room for a dog to run around, lots of room to grow things. I'm just waiting for the last frost. We had some beans pop up from our from previous tenants or our landlord, and I didn't move them, like y'all said. I left them where they were growing, but we've just gotten frost too many times, and I really don't think that they're going to make it. I just never expected that we'd get frost here so late in the year. So the week kind of flew by. I did some crochet, did a lot of gardening. Friday. Pretty proud of myself. My sweet friend and I went to go buy succulents at the best kept secret in our area. It's so amazing that they do advertise, but when you drive there, it's like a hidden driveway and there's no sign. That's how in the know you need to be about this place. See the advertisements. But it's just my favorite place to buy succulents because they have everything. They just specialize in just that. I did pretty well. I only spent $28 there, which I think is still a lot of money, but I had to pick up some plants I've been looking for. That's the best place to go if you're looking for succulents that you can't find anywhere else. I just love it. I think I love succulents so much because I grew up on the East Coast and we really just don't have them there. Not like here, where people like grow them out in their gardens and they can like survive. That just doesn't happen in Pennsylvania. Bit by the succulent bug ever since I moved to California. And I'm just continuing to learn more and more about them. They're supposed to be super easy, but I've killed many. Yeah, actually just kind of a good nondescript week. Everything was pretty positive. Everything went pretty alright. And in that way it's boring, but I'm not complaining. I love boring. Everyone really liked my video from Friday where I talked about imposter syndrome. I'm happy that I did the video, but as I always say, it's just hard for me to talk about stuff like that on video. I tried my best to write out all of my feelings as clearly as possible and then add in some spur of the moment feelings as I talk. You can usually tell when I have gone off script if I stop looking at the camera, stop reading, and I look outward in space. That's usually when I've gone off script. So if you're ever wondering when I'm sharing my off-the-cuff thoughts, that's when. I just love this time of year. I'm so glad to be just sitting out on the porch. And it's early. I mean, it's not that early, but still. I hope the frost is over. I just have so many dreams and plans for the year. And I'm just ready to get started on them. The only other thing that's really on my mind is like, I feel like I'm doing really well this week. Not that I'm like not experiencing depression, self-loathing, etc. But in general, I'm doing okay. But obviously there's some things going on in the world right now that are just so intense. And it's just been on my mind. People affected are on my mind. It just reminds me of a few years ago when we had the during fire season where I woke up and went onto the patio and ashes from the fires were falling from the sky, and that I wasn't being personally affected, but knowing that it meant that hours away somebody was like losing everything, you know, it makes you think. Yeah, my heart is just with different countries from all over the world trying to figure out this thing. I just don't get it. I don't get conflict that is driven by violence. In my autistic brain, we should be past that. Just a simple girl saying, figure out some other way. Figure out some other way to solve your problems. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. I'm gonna have the rest of this coffee and watch the birds, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye.